Why did black women hate Kevin Samuels?
So I'm supposed to be miserable.
No, you're supposed to be an adult.
Okay.
Bro, hang up on that nigga, man. He's trash.
I'm listening. I just want to.
Who is this? Is that Big Shirley?
What I'm saying is it's your delivery and how you say things. I'm not saying what you say, I'm saying how you say it.
You're too sensitive, you know that?
And everyone should have been taught how you should say something.
No, they're not. You ladies aren't taught how to handle criticism.
Because it's the truth. She knows it.
If I asked your husband why y'all divorced, what would he tell me?
Domestic violence.
Okay. How often did you beat his ass?
Don't laugh!
No, I'm the victim.
But you got kids that are like in their 20s.
Right.
By two different guys or by one?
By one.
Why didn't you marry him? The one that impregnated you once or twice?
Oh, he went to jail.
Oh, so you pick ass whoopers and felons.
Damn!
You belong to the streets.
I don't, but bye.
Oh, yes, you do.
I don't.
You can say, ma'am, you're going to be all over the place because you just made yourself look like a fool. How much do you weigh?
That's none of your business. I told you I was fat.
Oh, okay. We don't play that shit on my channel. You get your big fat ass on somewhere then. I don't deal with you big sassy ass broads.
Sit down and shut up.
Because even though I did not agree with Kevin Samuels, I still respected him as a black man. And I thought it was very disingenuous to see so many women and men mock his death, make fun of him in his death.
What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Sean C. It's been 2 years since we lost Kevin Samuels, and so much has happened between his passing and until now. And I wanted today to explore why did women, particularly black women, hate Kevin Samuels? And I want you all to come on that journey with me today. With that being said, let's get started.
I believe the reason why they hated him so much is because his message is so diametrically opposed to what we have been receiving from society. We have been receiving body positivity.
Girls, this is your reminder that this body, yes, this one, can also look like this. It can also look like this, and it can also look like this when I'm sat down. All three bodies are beautiful and worthy of love.
Take it all in. Play with your mamas and not me, boo. Eyelashes on flick, wig on flick, face on flick, outfit on flick. Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that'll tell a friend, baby, that I'm the baddest thing on the planet today.
We had been receiving, go to school, get a career, go do this, go do that.
When you run out of time, you'll be like so many other women who are going to be complaining about the caliber and quality men. There ain't no men out here because you mismanaged your prime marrying years. And why did you do it? Get a useless biology degree to go be a leasing agent in an apartment complex because you don't have a career. You went to college for nothing. As far as I'm concerned, it's a waste.
I could go to college again if I wanted to. I know that.
What did I say, gentlemen? When it gets hard, when it gets tight, what is one of the first places black women run? Back to school.
And for the first time, we have a man telling us your time is valuable. You're wasting your time. If you're 25 and you're creeping up to your 30s, you're now in the danger zone. And so nobody had said that prior to Kevin Samuels.
They didn't like him because he told the truth. Them girls was mad because it was hitting on certain things they wanted to change about themselves, but they couldn't. And that's when I saw how just black women were so, we get offended so quick when somebody says something that, is not going to get with our beliefs and what we've told ourselves, regardless if it's true or not, in our head. Like,
you told me once about how he may have lost women when he was talking about high value men. Can you explain what you meant by that?
So there's two instances I'm thinking in particular. One was if a high value man gives you access to expensive restaurants and expensive dates, then a woman should feel obligated to have sex with him fairly soon.
Because I'm stingy. I'm stingy with the puss. I'm stingy with it. I do not give it up easily.
That's a lie.
Were you married to your daughter's, your baby mama, though, right?
Baby, I've never been married, no, but I just
Okay,
know.
so
I know.
hold on. Let's talk about this, though. See, women like yourself, baby mamas, all of a sudden want to get stingy with the puss after you done gave your womb up before a ring.
Totally understands she doesn't care.
But then you want the high value men to put a ring on it before he gets it?
Who am I supposed to give it away?
You goddamn right you already did. Ma'am, you're a used vehicle wanting brand new 2021 prices.
they had a hard time thinking, well, I don't want to have sex after, so many dates. But at the same time, they're kind of trying to be a part of the dating world, but they didn't see how that fit in.
From my observation, I've seen that a lot of people just don't understand the definition of high value, which I see you explain it every time on your show. Mm-hmm. But I think that's really the major issue. People really don't know what high value is, and it's just a misunderstood concept.
That's bullshit. Men with power, men of value, cheat because they should.
I know he's a beast, man.
A lot of you ladies aren't gonna like what I have to say, but I don't really give a French toast doggone. When you are in the top 10% of men and almost 100% of women want you, just like Pringles, you can't just eat one. But why is it that so many women today seem to really honestly believe that in a connected world, a man who has separated himself and rose to the top has to be limited to you? Bruh. I've never cheated. But it's a personal decision. But I can also say I still remain available to exercise that option. And anybody I deal with knows that. I mean, honestly, Kimberly, if he's not bringing it home, no outside kids, no outside babies, no diseases, you ain't gonna find out about it, ain't embarrass you. Why does it matter?
Because it's the idea. And I think
how do you know if you don't know?
Even if you don't know, I think that someone still loses in the end.
Yeah. You know what you're gonna lose? A husband.
So they're looking for direction as to what this high value man would want, thinking that that is the finish line once they land the high value man, thinking that now it's going to be paradise, only to hear that they have to put up with cheating. Immediately, a woman like that is going to be repulsed by that message. Like, why do I have to work hard, look so good, exercise, be the top 1% of women and still get cheated on? So I believe that was one of the turning points to say, you know what, I just can't do that life,
I always say that high value men are more likely to be cheated on back. They just don't realize it.
Why?
Because the women they choose. If you are a high value man, let's say for example you're a George Clooney, you can access whoever you want in the world. So you could choose a Kim. If you're Kanye, you can choose a Kim. Do you think Kanye is the only rich man she knows? No. Do you think Kanye is the best she can get?
And you would know that how?
She can get many of you. So what happens is, as a man becomes more successful, his criteria and selection of women becomes more provocative, promiscuous. It's usually the dream girl. That dream girl knows 10 of you.
She belongs to the streets.
This was what truly high value men do. They pick wisely, super wisely. They're highly selective with the women that they choose. And then when they've chosen her correctly, they spoil her endlessly. It's like, when you go to 6-7 rounds of an interview to get into those corporate jobs, they make you go through interview after interview after interview, a bit like going to a Harvard application. When you get to Harvard, they treat you well. Your life is set. What Fresh and Fit teach. Take any kind of woman, don't give her too much, play games, treat her harshly. That's not what high value men do. They've got a reputation. They can't just take any old girl and then try and train her. They ain't got time for that.
If you can submit to your boss at work, why can't you submit to your man?
He has to go out here and become the best version and improve himself. You're gonna have to do more than just be pretty. Bruh. You're gonna have gone to some sort of finishing school, some sort of femininity training. See, too many of you women out there are trying to get by on your coochie and having your face beat to the gods. That ain't good enough for the guys over here. You quick to throw out where you went to college at. I went to so-and-so and got my degree in economics or marketing.
We don't care about you.
You'd rather sit online and get it for free, because at the end of the day, far too many of you don't deserve what it is you say you want.
They don't trust you, motherfuckers.
I believe that Kevin's point on this was men have to build their value, right? A pretty woman can be born with it. Because this man had to build so much to get there, he has a bunch of skills now. He has the skills to make money whenever he wants to. He has the skills to be able to talk to other people of value, usually and particularly men. He is respected by that group. And you don't just get the respect of other high value men by being a man who is going to accept any type of woman. Kevin Samuels, believe it or not, he wasn't just going in on women. He went in on these dudes who weren't doing crap. These young men who weren't trying to be better.
I would still like to have a family.
You have a family. You have 3 children and you're a high school graduate.
Yes, sir.
And you've been reduced to staying at home with your children. And you came on asking questions about women. You don't need to be doing anything with women. You need to be a monk until you get your stuff together. That means some sort of profession. Because honestly, man, you're not living like a man. You're living like a woman. Effectively, you might as well be on government assistance.
I look like a tiger, but I have the mindset of a lion. Like, I'm struggling with that.
You're 27. You're neither.
How do I prepare?
You're 27. Prepare to what? Be a lion? To run a pride?
No.
You're not ready. Are you ready to be a husband?
Mentally, I would say I'm like 70%.
Look here, man. See, the fact of the matter that you even had to split this into categories says no. Why can't you just accept the fact that you're not ready?
Yeah, I know I'm not ready.
Then get out of the conversation. You're not in a husband relationship conversation. So why are you trying to get women to look at you in a way that you're not? If you're way down here on your earnings, you ain't got time to talk about no politics, no bitches, no nothing. Your ass need to go to work. 30-plus-year-old dudes that never wore a suit. That's a problem. If you are behind on income, you need to lose some goddamn sleep. Get out there and bust 2 full-time jobs. Because until you get your money up, you cannot lead an adult male life. You can date some lower caliber females, 2s, 3s, and 4s.
She belongs
You're
to the
gonna have
streets.
a life of ratchets and fast food. You can barely pay your bills. You need another source of income. 40 and under, single, no kids, and you're not working 60 hours plus, 0 excuses. No women, no dating. Jack off. Get your mind right.
Who created the climate for women to be so out of control in their self-perception?
Are you married?
No.
Do you want to be married?
Yes, I do.
Do you want children?
Yes, I do.
Do you think your husband will be a musician, an actor, or an athlete?
Yes, I absolutely do.
Hell no, man.
What? Yeah, I know for a fact. That's the men that I be with.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
I'm 5'10".
5'10", dress size?
I'm a dress size 8.
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
175.
And if you had to rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10, fresh face out of the shower, your natural hair, you can't use 7. What would you give yourself?
I give myself a solid 9.8.
Stop the cap.
Hell no, man.
I consider myself to be a boss chick. I'm 26, currently single. So, you were explaining to women that they are wasting their years being a boss chick. Why can't I build my life the way I want it without potentially just being a side chick?
What do you want?
A husband eventually.
Eventually when?
Definitely before I hit 30.
So in 3 years, 8 months or so, you want to have a husband?
Yes.
How many children do you want to have?
I want 2 children.
And after you're pregnant and married with your first child, do you want to have to work to pay significant bills?
I do not. I would prefer to be
cool.
taking care of my kids.
Okay, so by your calculations, what the fuck do you need to be a boss for if you're going to be a stay-at-home wife?
Got him. We got him.
In the most selfish way possible, sometimes I do have to look at my friends and think maybe we took being single a bit too far.
Yes, you did. Yes, you are.
Maybe we cheered each other on in our singleness a bit too much. Some would even argue that maybe we took feminism too far.
I beg your pardon?
Because I'm looking around the group and thinking, not even one wedding is on the horizon. We are actually so single that we are at the point where I wouldn't even go into a shop and pick up an expensive dress and think, I'll save this for a wedding. And time is running out. Unfortunately, time is running out.
Yes, damn right. I appreciate what you do. I think you're great for men. But I got a question for you. You are not putting in the fact that not all men are great men, and toxicity and dysfunction.
You pick them.
Absolutely.
So I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear how all men are great men. You pick who you let in your body, and you pick who you make a baby for. So I don't want to hear how bad they are. Relationships are reflective. If you pick toxic, whatever, then that's on you. It's your responsibility. You deal with the outcome. You don't blame him for being toxic. And if that's what you picked, that's your problem.
That's fair.
So I'm not going to add in the variable for over people over here. I'm going to say pick better. But see, picking better requires you to have a calibrated picker. Picking better requires you to actually have somebody helping you guide you and outside of your own feelings of what you want and subjective truths. Picking better requires picking stuff that's not atavistic, that he's hot, he's got a six-pack, he got a big job. No, he's boring, he got a job and a 401k and potential. Women have known how to pick since the beginning of time. It's just in the last 50 years, you ladies have tried to pick based upon your feelings and what makes you happy, and it doesn't work. You pick the worst and you reproduce with them. See, the problem is not picking them in. The problem is reproducing with them, making children with them, and then throwing this chaos out into the community and then asking men like myself and everybody else to address it later. don't have their babies.
Bruh.
You want somebody who's worked to make himself the best, and are you a worthy reward for that? You haven't even made yourself the best. See, what you're asking for is an unfair deal. Have you worked to make yourself the best you can be?
As much as I could.
No, ma'am, that's bullshit. You haven't even got to a healthy weight. Now you got to do is drink water and go to a plant-based diet and exercise. You're a woman that was with a man for 6 or 7 years, and you gave him the highest honor a woman can give any man on the planet. You gave him children. You gave him not only one, you gave him 2. So you go back out into the market, older, with 2 children, and you expect someone in that market to accept you older and bestow the title of wife upon you? That's how men look at it.
You have every woman seeing other women have the lifestyles that they have. Even if it's real or fake, they see it and they say, I want that. Women will look at another woman, look at her and like, she not all that. If she can get it, why can't I get it? Because she not better than me.
So you think them comparing themselves to other women's lives gave women an overinflated self-perception of themselves?
Absolutely. A lot of people don't know that Kevin Samuels actually was saying, hey, you can do that. You can get your career, you can do all these things, but if being a wife or motherhood is important to you, then there is a window that you have to get the best option that you're going to get. If you're a woman who is in college, the dude that you should be building with is probably somewhere in college with you.
You have blown your youth. You spent the years between 18 and 35 doing whatever the hell you chose to do. No heat, no judgment, but you blew your youth.
I can't believe that I'm 28 years old and I have nothing to show for it. Nothing. What the fuck have I done? My entire life. What have I done? Because I have fucking nothing, you guys. I have nothing.
Bruh.
I have never had my own place to live. I've never had a fucking car
Bruh.
or a career or a relationship. Nothing. The only good thing that I have is this fucking TikTok account.
Bruh.
Grow up. A man is not your exit strategy to suck off of his money and then just no.
No, that's not what I'm. No,
Why are you 28? Why are you 28 years old with no roots? Why are you 28 years old with no relationship history, no real job history, and you're just out here? If a man were living his life the way you are, what would the world call him?
I guess like a loser, I guess.
Yes, a loser. Women can be losers too.
Bruh.
When your counterparts who were looking to marry up and marry well were getting married their junior and senior year in college, the first and second year after college, they were married at 22 and 23, and you were laughing at those white girls and those Asian girls getting married at 22, 23. You get married after college, that's too young. We need to go on girls trips and having our best life and hot girl summer and all this other bullshit. Now, they're 10 years into their marriage, 3 kids deep, and their husband's a VP of marketing somewhere. And while you still got you and your cats are living in a loft downtown, driving your BMW in a middling career. You ain't on no career track. You blew your youth. White women go to college to find a man. Black women go to college to prove they don't need one.
He's the greatest ever.
Why would anybody want to deal with?
Let's see. I'm intelligent. I'm motivated. I have my own business. I maintain my own lifestyle.
Hell no, man. What the?
I'm not understanding the full scope of your question.
Well, see, that's the problem now, ain't it? You just described yourself as a man. You got to understand what the men want. And nothing you said in there was anywhere close to being feminine, beautiful, inspirational, caring, loving. The way you're talking almost sounds like a dude.
Why would we seek to, be one with the black man? We even think that being...
Thank you. She said it, not me. Now that you're independent, you don't need to be with... There you go. There you go. And there you go, black man. There it is. She's finally got one to say it.
People don't tell women the truth these days.
Well, why not?
Men get told the truth all the time. Women have no problem telling a man, I don't want an average man. It happens every day on my show. TLC said they don't want no scrubs, and we have no problem telling average men, you ain't crap.
Bruh.
But if I just happen to have the nerve to agree with the woman that says she's average, then I'm Satan. I think that's interesting.
Look at certain women and say it's over for you. Which women is it over for first? masculine women. It is over for you.
I like to be in control. I'm sorry. It's the truth, but I do like to.
These men don't want any part of a public relationship with a masculine woman.
Bruh.
They don't want any part of a relationship with a woman who is going to compete with them for supremacy in the relationship.
You gotta be obsessed with me. Period. You gotta love me more than I love. You gotta be that person that's like, yo, I love this girl and she's my number one. And I'm sorry, but I don't like to be the person that likes the man more.
Meaning, if you categorize yourself as a boss chick, a bad chick, all this other kind of stuff.
You haven't changed nothing into my name. You haven't put the house in my name. You haven't put the insurance in my name.
Bruh.
And then you got like everybody else is on as a beneficiary.
I can't.
No,
you cannot be.
What you just say? You got both of them.
What you just say? Say that one more time. Say it again.
You heard what I said.
For marriage, it is over.
Bruh.
Men are looking for women who are putting as much time and effort into getting a man as they did for that damn degree and their PhD and everything else. And what it comes down to is the man's going to ask you some questions, going to ask you, hey, so what do you want to be in the next 5 years? And if you start talking about wanting to have a partnership or in a business or something like this, you get thrown in the fun category at best. These men want to hear marriage, children, support, man. I've done what I'm going to do in the corporate world. I've been there, got the t-shirt. Now I want to be your support system. I want to take everything that I have and I've learned out there working in corporate America, and I want to take it for a man like you. And here's how I can help a man like you. This is what you can bring to the table in the do categories, but also a man looking what you're going to be in his life. Are you going to be an asset? But if you're a reformed boss chick looking for a man now and you have any other baggage, it's over for you.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
If you like today's video and you want to get more content just like this, then you're going to want to watch this video right here, and I promise you, it won't disappoint you.